Okay, today we're gonna use the bolster. So grab the bolster and put the bolster on the back of the mat. Grab also 2 bricks and 1 strap. So just grab everything. It will be easier. Put the 2 bricks on the front of the mat, either side of the mat, and create a loop in the strap. Put the loop around your waist, but actually more on the hip bones. Put your feet in Baddha Konasana, so both feet touching and the knees opening wide. And put the strap around the feet. So the strap is connecting feet and hip bones. You can tighten a little bit the strap, but not too much, because as soon as we lay down over the bolster, it will tighten up even more. So don't overdo it. Once that you have the strap around both feet and hip bones, grab the bricks and put the bricks just outside of your either knees or thighs, just to give a bit of support. Check to have a bit of space between your buttocks and the bolster. Put your hand behind your buttocks, tag the tailbone under, and lay down of the bolster. Once that you have your body in place, you can adjust either the strap or the blocks, the bricks, to find a more comfortable position. In case it's really not comfortable at all for the head, you can put a small, either a blanket or a small pillow just under the head. Otherwise, if it's okay for that, like that, just stay like that and lengthen your lumbar spine. Roll the arms outward. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully with your mouth. Allow your body to relax with every exhalation. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and then sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, groins, thighs, hamstring, knees, calf, shins, ankles and feet. Bring your awareness into your breath and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation has the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation. The small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause. Exhalation, pause. And there too, observe. Is one of the 2 poses longer? Observe also that your throat is always free, open, relaxed, even in the suspended state. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control. And create a breath located just on your belly. Create an abdominal breath. The chest doesn't move, it's just the belly. Observe your belly moving with your breath. Observe your breath, your slow and relaxed breath, allowing your belly to grow bigger with every inhalation. Relax your belly and allow your belly to move. The more the belly moves, the more the diaphragm will move. The more your lungs will fill up. The more your body will be full of oxygen. The more energy you will have. So allow your belly to move freely. allow your belly to grow bigger with every inhalation. At the end of the third breath, change your breath into a thoracic one. In the thoracic breath, only the chest will move, not the belly. So observe your rib cage moving to the sides with every inhalation. Observe your chest, your rib cage, moving not only to the sides, but also, in terms of just for the ribs, opening slightly between them. Observe your chest becoming wider with every inhalation. And starting from your next exhalation, still keeping the thoracic breath, start observing the muscles of your chest that allow yourself to create a longer breath. Observe the muscles around the rib cage. Observe the muscles that allows your rib cage to become bigger, wider, more open. And now start playing with those muscles. Start keeping your chest, your rib cage open a little bit longer thanks to the muscles. In other words, keep your rib cage open also for the first moments of the exhalation. Start using the muscles on your rib cage to allow the rib cage to stay open also for the first moments of the exhalation. Three breaths. At the end of the third breath, still playing with your body, with your breath, bring your hands in contact with the top of your head. Interlace the fingers and allow the elbows to move toward the ground. Observe your chest. Observe if there is any changing on your lungs, on your breath. Three breaths. Still keeping as much as you can the breath, the rib cage open also for the first moments of the exhalation. At the end of the third breath, keep the fingers in contact with the top of your head and the palm of your hand facing back. So roll the arms outward. The small finger is in contact with the bolster and the thumbs are facing the sky. Observe there too if there's any changing on your chest. The back of your hand is in contact with your head. The palm of the hands are facing back. Yep. Perfect. 3 breaths. Keep your thoracic breath and keep the chest open for the small moments, for the first moments of the exhalation. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, release the technique, release the arms, the hands. Stay there just for a brief moment to observe your body, to observe your chest, your lungs, your head. When you feel ready, take the weight on your elbows, lift your chest, push with your hands against the ground, take out the belt, move the blocks, take the bolster and put the bolster to the front of the mat and seat on your heels on the back of the mat. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply with the exhalation, roll your hips forward. Put your forearms over the bolster. Keep your arms straight and pull the arms back into the shoulder socket. Allow the chest to move toward the ground. Allow the head to move toward the ground. Shoulder toward the waist. Sternum toward the bolster. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, slowly come up. Put the bolster a little bit closer to your knees. Roll the arms outward to have the palm of the hand facing the sky. Bend slightly your elbows. And now push with your elbows to straighten the arms again. But keep the hands, the palm of the hands facing the sky. Keep on looking at your hands to help you control the movement of the hands. Sternum up, shoulder blades toward the waist. Allow your chest to move toward the ground, but keep on looking at your hands. 3 breaths Try and straighten the arm a little bit more without losing the positioning of the hands. That's the hard part. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, slowly come up. Sit over the bolster. Comfortable position. Okay. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward. Move the hands closer to the ground. Push the thumb back to open the chest again. And do exactly the same thing that you did before, that is, inhale deeply and hold the rib cage open for the first moments of the exhalation. So take control of the muscles of your rib cage. 3 breaths, just 3 breaths. Inhale deeply and completely. Allow the exhalation start on your belly and then move toward the chest. At the end of the third, release the arms. Okay. Keep your hands over the upper thighs and create circles with your head. Without going to your maximum, just create a gentle circles. If you have any tension in the neck, create even smaller circles. The idea is not to stretch now, it's just to give a bit of mobility, give a bit of freedom. Turn also on the other side. Slowly come back to center. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Twist toward your right side. Put both hands outside of your right leg and use both hands to help you twist a little bit more, but without pushing too much. Just a gentle twist to start with. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, go back to center and turn on the left side with both hands on the left, outside of your left leg. 3 breaths. Gentle twist. And then go back to center. Okay, move the bolster away and go in tabletop position. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, turn your hip backward, push the spine toward the sky, look at your belly. Inhale. Roll your hips forward, look at the sky. With the exhalation, stretch the back of your body. With the inhalation, stretch the front of your body. One more time. Tuck your toes under. Inhale deeply with the exhalation. Push your buttocks back, shoulders down, and move into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Move your collarbones toward the toes. Just a brief moment. Inhale deeply, and with the exhalation, go down to your tabletop again. Well, now actually, put your right leg to the front of the mat. In case, you can either put a blanket under the left knee, or you can just do a double fold of the mat, so it will be a little bit more comfortable. Okay, keep your right leg straight, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply with the exhalation, roll your hips forward. Keep your spine straight and put your hands either on the ground, or if the ground is a little bit too far away, grab blocks, bricks, whatever you have to help you. Just find a connection between your hands and the ground. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades over the waist, look in front of you. Keep your legs straight and roll your hips forward. The idea is to lengthen your hamstring. So to deepen this opening of the hamstring, contract your quadricep. The more you contract the quadricep, the more your body will lengthen your hamstring. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, change leg. So bend your right leg and put your left leg to the front of the mat. Okay. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply with the exhalation. Roll your hips forward. Keep your spine straight and put your hands either on the ground or over the bricks. Lengthen your left hamstring. Roll your hips forward to focus on this area. And to deepen the lengthening of the hamstring, contract your left quadricep, your left thigh. 3 breaths. And change leg. Again, your right leg to the front, left bent, okay. But now, keep your feet flex. Okay. Roll your hips forward. Put your hands on the ground. Again, if needed, you can always take a brick to help you. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. If you feel it quite comfortable, you can also grab your toes with your left hand and pull it a little bit even deeper to lengthen even more your calf muscles. There too, activate your quadriceps. 3 breaths. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. At the end of the 3rd, change leg again. Flex feet. Roll your hips forward. Put your hands on the ground. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. If you feel it quite comfortable, grab with your right hand your left toes and pull it up. Activate your quadriceps, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to tabletop position. Roll your arms outward. Small step back with your knees. Inhale deeply. Tuck your toes under. And with the exhalation, enter Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep your legs straight now. And keep on pushing your collarbones toward the toes. To deepen this movement of the chest toward the toes, lift your heels as high as you can. Roll your hips forward to allow your chest to move toward the toes and allow your heels to move toward the ground again. Even if the heels won't touch the ground anymore, it's not a problem. Roll the arms outward. 3 breaths. It's not the end of the world. Slowly walk back with your hands to enter Uttanasana. Keep your legs straight and allow the shoulders, the chest, the arms, the head to relax, to move toward the ground thanks to the gravity. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, if you can, just lift your toes, lift the ball of the feet and put your hands under the ball of the feet. If the feet are a little bit too far away, you can grab a strap and put the strap under the feet to create a connection between the hands and the feet. When you have this connection, keep the weight on the hands, so on the ball of the feet, to have the legs as vertical as you can. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd, release the hands under the ball of the feet. Put your hands on the waist. Bend your knees slightly and slowly come up. Cool. Okay, now right leg to the front, left leg to the back. Bend your right leg. Check always to have the knee right over the heel, not in front of. Okay. Tuck the tailbone under to lengthen the left groin. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Lift your arms up to the sky. But in the meantime, push your arms back into the shoulder socket. Allow your shoulders to become a little bit bigger. Now, open your arms at 45 degrees and push your thumbs back. Keep on tucking the tailbone under, sternum up, shoulder blades down. And now push your left heel down through the ground, into the ground. Okay. Let your arms to go down toward the ground. Put your hands on the waist now. Straighten your legs. Change leg. Left leg to the front, right leg to the back. Okay. And again, bend your left leg. Check to have the left knee right over the heel. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Tap the tailbone under to lengthen the right groin. Okay. Lift your arms up to the sky. Pull the arms back into the shoulder socket. Open the arms wider, more or less at 45 degrees. Keep on tucking the tailbone under and pull the thumbs back to open even more the chest. Push your right heel down into the ground. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, put both feet in contact in the front of the mat. Okay, put your hands on the waist, roll your hips forward and put your hands on the ground. Hands on the ground for Uttanasana. Both feet together, sternum up, shoulder blades down. So look a little bit, not really on your feet, but a little bit forward. Okay, so you will have the back straight. Keeping the back straight, move your weight onto the left side, onto your left leg, and start lifting your right one with your feet flexed. 3 breaths. The legs is just parallel to the ground, not higher. And slowly change legs. So allow your right leg to go down to the ground. Move the weight onto the right leg and slowly lift the left one. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, with your legs down, bend your knees, put your hands firmly on the ground, and walk back with your feet to enter Uttanasana. And still in Uttanasana, try and lift your toes. I know it's hard, but try. Lift your toes now. Observe that the more you lift your toes, the more the calf muscles lengthen. Inhale deeply. And with the exhalation, move into the plank pose. Move your feet and hands if needed.
Tug the tailbone under, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale. With the exhalation, Adho Mukha Svanasana again. Push your chest toward the toes. The more that you can. And again, plank pose. Inhale. And again, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now, when you arrive in Adho Mukha Svanasana, contract the quadricep and try and push even further your chest toward the toes. Keep the quadricep activated, contracted. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, go down in child pose for 3 breaths. Now, straighten your right leg. In case you can put a block under the right buttocks, because the idea is to keep the left buttocks over the left heel. So it's just like that. So I will show you on the other side. So the heel is right under the buttocks. So to keep the both side of the hip level, you can grab a block, a brick, and you can put it right under the bone, so it will be level. Okay. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Keep the right feet flex. Roll your hips forward. Put your hands on the ground. Keep your spine straight. Okay, that's beautiful. And keep on rolling the hip forward. Keep on looking in front of you to help you lift your sternum. But in the meantime, keep on walking forward to allow your chest to move toward the leg. If you can, grab your feet with your hands. Pull your feet toward your face. 3 breaths. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. At the end of the 3rd, slowly come up. Okay, change leg. So put the balls in the brick under the hip, the left hip. Keep the right heel under the buttocks. Okay, that's perfect. Keep the 2 knees quite close. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Start rolling your hips forward and start moving forward with your chest. Keep your spine straight. Keep on looking in front of you. Put your hands on the ground, but keep on looking in front of you. Keep on going down with your chest. Activate your quadriceps. And if you can, without stressing too much, grab your toes and pull the toes toward your face. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, slowly come up. Change leg again. Okay. Keep your right feet quite close to the left knee. And grab with both hands your right feet. Okay. Lean backward. And straighten your leg. Beautiful. 3 breaths. Activate your quadriceps. Activate your left thigh to help you lengthen your hamstring. Beautiful, really beautiful. Slowly bend your right leg. Allow the right feet to go down to the ground and change leg. Again, put your left feet close to the knee, to the right knee. Grab with both hands your left feet. Okay. Lean backward. And start straightening your left leg. Activate your quadriceps. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. By the way, it's normal to have a bit of difference between left and right. One side is easier compared to the other, and it's normal. But there too is pretty good. I would say it's almost perfect. Try and lift the sternum a tiny bit. Bend your left knee. Go back to the ground again. Tabletop position. Roll your arms outward. Slide the shoulder blades toward the waist. Okay. Tuck your toes under. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Activate your quadriceps to help you lengthen the back of your legs. Keep on pushing your chest toward the toes. Arms straight. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, walk forward with your feet to enter Uttanasana. Both feet touching, feet between the hands. Okay. Keep your legs straight. Lean forward to have the legs straight, vertical. Okay. Put your hands on the waist, bend slightly your knees and come up. Okay. Sternum up, shoulder blades down for Tadasana. Mountain pose. There too. Keep your legs straight. And now, roll your hips forward. Keep your spine straight. Put your hands right in contact, either with your thighs or with your knees, for Ardha Uttanasana, half Uttanasana. Keep the weight of your body on the ball of the feet. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, slowly come up. Lift your hands up to the sky. Inhale. And with the exhalation, bend your knees. Okay. Then even more, allow your chest to move slightly toward the front of the mat, but move your knees a little bit back. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Tuck the tailbone under to lengthen the lumbar spine. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, slowly come up and allow the arms to move toward the ground again for Tadasana. Okay, now put your hands on the waist, bend slightly your knees, roll your hips forward, put your hands over the right leg, both over the right leg, and start straightening the left one. Once that you arrive more or less in a sort of balance, start straightening both legs. 3 breaths. Beautiful. And at the end of the third, slowly come back to center and to Tadasana. Mountain pose. A pose that you know that can calm you down after the challenging one. Inhale deeply, bend slightly both legs, put your hands over the left leg and start straightening the right leg just behind you. When you find balance, then straighten your left leg. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, slowly come back to Tadasana. Close your eyes and observe. Observe your body. Observe the feelings that may or may not rise up to the surface. Okay. Now, grab the 2 blocks and put the 2 blocks to the front of the mat, but actually quite close to your feet, not too much to the front. Uttanasana. Lean your body on the left leg and slowly start lifting your right leg, but imagine that you're lifting the inner knee up to the sky. This small hint will help you keep the hip balance level. So it's the inner knee that move up to the sky. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, slowly go back with both legs onto the ground, both feet onto the ground. Lean on your right leg and slowly start lifting your left leg, starting from your inner knee up to the sky. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, allow your left leg to go down to the ground again. Lean on your left leg again. We're not finished. Lean on your left leg. Lift your right leg. But now, put your weight a little bit more on your right hand and lift your right arm in straight line in front of you. Yay! Beautiful. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, hands and feet down. Lean on your right leg. Lift your left one, still from the inner knee. Move your weight more on the left hand. Lift your right arm in straight line in front of you. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third breath, slowly, hands and leg down. Okay. Put your hands on the waist. Roll your hips even more forward and allow the head to move toward the ground. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, grab the back of your legs and pull the back of the legs closer to your head. Just a tiny bit. 3 breaths without pushing too much. At the end of the third, slowly, slowly, put your hands on the waist, bend your knees, and come up into Tadasana. Okay. Open your legs slightly wider than your hips. Keep your hands on the waist and create circles with your hips. Turn also on the other side. Okay, back into Tadasana. Find the dristi, super important now. And actually, if you want to do the next pose close to a wall, you can do it. Close to something that can give you the stability, you can do it. So the idea is to start as usual. So leaning on the right leg, we lift the left one. But once that we lift the left one, we do the yogi grip. So we slide the index and middle finger between the big toes and the second, and we straighten the leg just in front of us. 3 breaths. 3 breaths with the legs in front. At the end of the third, open the leg to the side. And again, 3 breaths. Yeah, it's not an easy grip. I know. In case you can grab a strap. Also a strap can work. Yay, perfect. At the end of the third, come back to center, come back to your Tadasana. Lean on your left leg, bend your right leg. Yoga grip or strap, both are fine. Keep your dristi and start straightening your leg just in front of you. 3 breaths. In case you can always find the stability of something. So 3 breaths in front of you. At the end of the third, open the leg to the side for, again, 3 breaths. Woo. Woo. It's windy up here. And at the end of the third, slowly, Tadasana again. Once that you've found Tadasana, close your eyes. Just for 3 breaths. And at the end of the third breath, grab everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. Try not to put a bolster under the knees today, since we worked quite a bit on the lengthening of the hamstring. But feel free to put the bolster over your belly in case. If you have a blanket, use the blanket. If you have an eye pillow, just use it. So find everything you need to be 100% comfortable in your Shavasana. Use the first moment of Shavasana to scan your body and to observe which part of your body moved in a different way, maybe. Which part of your body worked the most? Which asana ended up being easy for you? Just observe and record all those informations before entering your relaxed state. Allow your body to relax. Allow your mind to relax. Allow your body to melt. Like snow under the sun. Let go. turvareniam, vargo devassyati mai, Dio yonat prachodayat, Bhuvasva tatsaviturvareniam, vargo devassyati mai, Dio yonat prachodayat, Bhuvasva tatsaviturvareniam, vargo devassyati mai, Dio yonat prachodayat. Really slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Allow all tension to get released by the exhalation. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 om. Keep the spine straight but relaxed. Thumb and index finger together. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.